What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Screw Toy action figure review. And today we'll be looking at the Marvel Legends Deluxe Spider-Man Homecoming Vulture. And I'm very excited to review this figure for you guys. It is just a re-release of the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure or Build-A-Wings Vulture that we got back in 2017 in the Spider-Man Homecoming wave. And fun fact, the first time I started collecting Marvel Legends was with that wave, the Marvel Legends Vulture Build-A-Figure wave. And yeah, we're making a full circle here with this figure. But enough of me chattering on. Let's get a closer look at the packaging. Then we'll get a closer look at the figure himself. Now, getting a quick look at the packaging, it is your standard Marvel Legends Deluxe packaging. We've seen it with the Marvel Legends Apocalypse, Marvel Legends Thanos, and the Crow from the Eternals, I believe. And yeah, you do get Legend Series up here. Marvel, Spider-Man's Homecoming, Marvel's Vulture. If you're throwing under, you cannot play with the figure. Do not eat any of the accessories as you will choke. Hasbro on the side, you get a very nice promo image of the Vulture right there. On the back, same image, just enlarged. And then you get the figure actually right here showing you that the wings do expand and flare out. You're going to get a read up on the Vulture. There it is. Pause it now. On the bottom, whole bunch of bullshit. On the bottom, whole bunch of other bullshit, but you do get the barcode right there. So if you want to pause that and get that now, you can do so. On the other side, same image. On the top, you get the Spider-Man logo from the MCU. But enough about this packaging. Let's crack this bad boy open. Now, getting a quick look at all the accessories the Vulture does come with, not including the wings. He does come with these arm guards that they decided to add this time around, which, is a lot more film accurate. It's fairly simple to put them on. You just pop off the hand, and you can see it's just a very nice silver plastic with some metallic green on there, painted on. You slide that onto his arm, and as you can see right there, it kind of just wraps around the wrist, and then you pop the hand on as so, and it stays in place by the hand kind of putting pressure against that so it won't fall off. And then you add this little controller thing on his hand right there, as so, and boom, now you have his arm controllers right there. And it kind of does hinder the articulation just a little bit, but it's not too bad. And then he obviously does come with the wings and this stand that I absolutely hate. They did give us this stand the first time around. I hated it then. I hate it now. Yeah, man, it just kind of just holds the wings, and you can pop them on there and have them with the wings standing and stuff. But I wish they would give us a flight stand. They gave us one with Black Widow. They should have added that stand this time around, but they decided to give us the same little stand they gave us the first time. And yeah, not a big fan. And here he is being held up by a Mayfix stand. And I wish they would have gave us a stand for this figure, man. As again, I am using a Mayfix stand, and it was pretty tricky to get him to balance on that stand. Had to really shove that clamp back there. But yeah, I'm not gonna go too much in depth with this figure, as he is mostly a repaint with a few added accessories. Again, the colors are just a little bit more vibrant. I believe in the previous one, the jacket was a lot more darker than it is here. It is a lot more vibrant and a lot more of a saturated brown. The straps right here are green instead of being brown. The pants are a lot more vibrant. The legs are a lot more silver. And again, going back to these forearm pieces, they are nicely sculpted. I wish there was a hinge, or they would have made it a way for it to be movable here, as you can't really bend the arm or anything when he has them on. And yeah, man, he's pretty solid overall. Again, not too much new about him. The colors are a lot more vibrant, a lot more punchy. Even on the wings right here, a lot more vibrant, a lot more, saturated. That's the word. The turbines right here are blue instead of gray like the previous one. And yeah, I think that's literally the only difference about this figure. Added accessories and brand new deco. But we'll get a quick look at him. Just why not? You can see that the head sculpt is very nice. Michael Keaton head sculpt would have been great, but hey, it is what it is. But you can see very nicely sculpted, very nicely done. And for some reason in the package, he didn't have his little visor put on. As you can see, if we remove it, he does have those green eyes. And yeah, I've always been a fan of this design for the Vulture, as I always thought as a guy in a skin tight suit flying around, it was kind of always silly. But yes, very, very happy that they went this route for the movie. As you can see, moving down, you can see all those straps and nicely sculpted detail, man. I forgot how great this figure is. The collar piece right here, the fur, looks very nice. And, you know, throw a callback to that classic design from the comics. Moving down to the pants, again, it's just a more vibrant green. The knee pads, I believe, were deco different as well. That black strap across the legs look really nice. It even has some nice sculpted detail in there to make it look like leather. And then the legs over here are actually chrome this time around, so that looks a lot more better. I honestly thought these were brand new legs, but then I went back and looked at some pictures, and yeah, these are actually the same legs, just painted differently. As you can see that some paint can really go a long way and actually, you know, make a big difference, man, as I thought these were brand new legs. And then the feet are the exact same. I wish they would add hinges or something right here so I could have him holding Spider-Man or something. But yeah, looking at the wings, very nice color, very nicely. Really like this very nice matte satin paint that they, you know, did the wings in. Turbines are blue. I can't remember if in the movie they're blue or not, but I don't know how I feel about them, man. I don't know if I prefer the gray ones or the blue ones, but they do look nice. And then I've always loved this gradient color right here where it goes from blue to purple. I always love that. On the inside, you can see all this very nicely sculpted detail, all these mechanics over here that look really, really, really nice on this side as well. And yeah, pretty solid figure, man. Again, it is just a re-release, just redecoed, and some new accessories. But enough about this figure, man. Let's get a closer look at this guy's articulation, and then we'll get some size comparisons. Now, getting a quick look at Vulture's articulation. I did take the wings off just to make it a little bit easier, as well as one of his gauntlets to show you how one arm articulates without it and with it. So getting a quick look at his head, it is on a ball and hinge, and he can look up just the tiniest bit. He can look down a decent amount. Doesn't have any head pivot, but it's more of a wiggle, so that is decent. His arms are on ball joints, so he can hit a very nice T-pose. He does have upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that bend in a decent amount. With this arm, with the gauntlet, he can hit a very nice bend, but it starts kind of looking a little wonky right there, so that is a little bit unfortunate. And his wrists do rotate and hinge up and down, so that gauntlet doesn't really affect the movement in his wrist. He does have a ab crunch. He can crunch this much forward, that much back. He does have waist swivel. His legs can hit that far of a split. He can kick this much forward. He can kick this much back, which isn't much. He does have an upper thigh cut, as you can see there. He does have double jointed knees that bend in a decent amount, but he does have a lot going on there, so he cannot kick his own ass, unfortunately. And he does have a hinge on the foot that hinges this much forward, that much back, which is a great amount. And he does have ankle pivot with pecos at the bottom of his feet. Now, getting a quick look at the articulation on the wings, it does hinge this much back. It does hinge this much forward. It swivels up and down here at the top, as you can see. And then on the back, this little propeller thing does, you know, hinge this much back, this much forward, this much forward. And it does rotate here at the propeller, as you can see. So that is very nice, and it's obviously the same thing on the other side. Now, getting a quick look at some size comparisons. Here we have Vulture next to the integrated suit Spider-Man, the upgraded suit Spider-Man, Iron Man Mark III, and last but not least, his comic book counterpart. And here is Vulture on the rotating base. And overall, man, I really enjoy this figure. I know he's just another re-release with some new deco and some new accessories, but he is a lot more screen accurate with the colors and those added accessories. And for the people that did miss out back in 2017 and did not get this figure, or are new to collecting and weren't collecting back then, they have a chance now to get this figure in their collection. Like me, I did not have this figure in my collection, as I did just restart collecting back in January. So it's nice to fill in that hole in my Spider-Man collection. So yeah, very excited to have this figure, man. Again, nothing too crazy going on with this figure, just some new paint, some new accessories, but it does the job. I did forget to say that this was a Target exclusive. I did find them at my local Target. It so happened that they had them in stock, so I went and picked them up. And yeah, it wasn't too much of a hassle getting this figure. And yeah, man, he is $41.99, I believe, but Target has a coupon going on right now. If you buy any figure in their store, they'll give you 25% off. So the price tag rang up after the coupon. I think it was $31.99, which is a steal in my opinion. Considering that this was a Build-A-Figure back in 2017, which would have ran you about 120, 160 bucks, depending where you bought the figures from. But yes, man, solid figure overall. I really, really enjoy it. It is going to be a standout in my collection, in my shelf. So again, very happy to have this figure in my collection, man. But enough of me going on and on about this figure. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if you're looking forward to picking up this figure, or if it's an easy pass for y'all if you're satisfied with the previous build figure. But yeah, man, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.